Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to tell you about the Australian study visa process. If you didn't already know, students have been allowed to work for as many hours as they wish now. The restriction on number of hours you're allowed to work have been removed until 30th June 2023 since Australia has been facing workforce shortages. Earlier, students were allowed to work for just 20 hours per week, but now they can work for an unlimited number of hours as long as they still continue to balance their study and work commitments by ensuring satisfactory course attendance and satisfactory course progress. With an Australian student visa, you're free to participate in an eligible course of study in Australia. You can travel in and out of Australia as many times as you wish. You can include your family members as well when you apply for your student visa. You can apply for a work visa after your study course ends, or choose to apply for permanent residence if you're eligible for that as well. In this video, I'm going to tell you all about the Australian study visa, how long you can stay in Australia under the visa, the documents required, the visa cost, processing timelines, your rights after you get the visa, the complete set of requirements, who can apply, and step-by-step instructions to apply as well, so do watch the video till the end. Hey guys, this is Jason from Dream Canada. If you're new to the channel, I show people how to save their money and immigrate to new countries through my videos without the help of any immigration consultants or agents or lawyers. You can find all the process instructions for you to apply on your own through this channel. Subscribe now because all the information provided here is completely free and I answer all your queries in the comment section and on my social handles on Instagram and Twitter, so don't forget to follow us there as well. You can even get in touch with us directly via WhatsApp on the number shared on the screen. Let's start with details on the Australian student visa. You'll be able to study in Australia using the subclass 500 student visa. This visa is valid for up to 5 years depending on the length of your study course. The cost of this visa is 650 Australian dollars and the processing time ranges from 30 to 45 days depending on your study course. You can enroll for any eligible course of study. The whole application process can be done online. You can work for an unlimited amount of hours until 30th June 2023, and you can even bring your family members to Australia with you, which would include your spouse and any children below the age of 18 years. After your study course ends, you can choose to stay in Australia for a longer period of time by applying for a work visa or for your permanent residence as well. Coming to the documents required. The documents you'll require will depend on your country of residence, the college or university you're applying to, and the study course that you're enrolling for. To get your specific list of documents, all you have to do is go on the Documents Checklist tool on the official IMMI Affairs website and enter in your country of residence and your educational institute, after which you'll get a whole list of documents that apply to you. I'll add a link to this Documents Checklist tool in the description box. Next, we come to the requirements for this visa. The first requirement is an offer letter. An offer letter is issued by an Australian college or university once your application for a study course offered by them is approved and you're eligible to take admission in a particular course. Your offer letter will include your course details, enrollment conditions, and the total fees you'll need to pay if you accept the offer. All those who receive the offer letter are required to sign and resend it back to the university and pay your fees in order to confirm the acceptance of admission. Next, you'll need a confirmation of enrollment or a COE. A confirmation of enrollment is issued by a college or university that verifies your enrollment in a specific course. The COE will be sent to you after you've accepted your offer letter and paid your fee deposit. You'll have to include a copy of this document in your visa application so that the Australian government has proof that you're registered in your declared course. You also may need to take an IELTS test, but there's a catch. Only if you are not a native English language speaker, you're required to take an IELTS test. Mostly all candidates that have finished their previous education in English don't necessarily need a language test report. Whether you need a language test or not will be made clear to you when you enter your details in the Documents Checklist tool that I showed you earlier. And even if you do need to take the IELTS test, you need to score just CLB 5.5, which is really easy to get even in your first attempt. Next, you'll need a genuine temporary entrance statement. This is basically a statement in your application form that proves that you are genuinely coming to Australia to study and not for any other reason, and that you intend to stay in Australia temporarily. This can include your ties to your home country, such as your proof of employment, which has to be your current or most recent employment, which includes payslips or an employment contract, You can also attach your most recent CV, which should include employment and educational history. A certified copy of your academic transcripts, educational certificates, and letters or statements from your overseas educational institution can also be added. You'll also need sufficient funds. You'll have to prove to the Australian government that you have enough money to support yourself throughout your study course. You can take loans for these funds, there won't be any negative impact on your visa application for it. To prove that you have enough funds, you can provide your bank statements or evidence of grants or scholarships. You need enough money for your travel, 12 months of your course fees, and 12 months of living costs for you and any family members who are coming with you to Australia. Be sure to keep a little extra to account for foreign exchange fluctuations. Next comes health insurance. You and any family members coming with you must have and maintain adequate health insurance for the whole period of your stay in Australia. You must be covered by Overseas Student Health Cover or OSHC from an approved Australian health insurance provider, and your cover must start from the day you and your family arrive in Australia and not the day that your study course starts. Your education provider will also suggest an insurance policy for you if needed. Last but not least, you need to have a good sound health and character report. The Australian government requires all international students to be in good health before entering the country, and your character and past conduct will also be reviewed. For these purposes, you'll need to undergo a medical examination and a police background check through a PCC or police clearance certificate. Now that you know all the requirements, let me tell you how you can apply for your Australian study visa. The first step is, of course, applying to your Australian university or college. As explained earlier, you'll need to get accepted into an educational institution in Australia and be given a confirmation of enrollment or COE for your particular study course. Be sure that you apply for your study visa at least 8 weeks before your study course begins. Step 2 is to gather all your documents. Be sure to follow the documents checklist tool that I demonstrated before in the video, and make sure that you have all your documents ready well in advance, as some documents like the PCC take a lot of time to be issued. Kindly note that the documents checklist tool is updated twice in a year, on 31st March and 30th September. Step 3 is to apply for your study visa online. You can be in Australia or outside Australia when you apply. You have to simply create an IME account on the official government website, attach all your documents, and pay your student visa fee online. If your family members are accompanying you, be sure to pay their fee as well at the same time. For specific information on creating an IME account, attaching your documents, or fee payment instructions, you can follow the instructions mentioned on the official Home Affairs website. I'll of course add a link to this page in the description box. After you apply, be sure to keep checking your IME account for any documents or information requested from the immigration department. You should respond to any requests for information promptly, so log into your IME account to check for messages from the immigration department and respond quickly. Avoid booking travel tickets before your student visa decision has been finalized. Next, in about a month or 45 days, you'll get to know your visa outcome in writing. If you're approved, you'll be given your visa grant number, the date that your visa expires, and your specific visa conditions that you have to follow. Be sure to keep a copy of this with you when you enter Australia. If your visa is refused, you'll be told why it was refused and whether you have a right to a review of the decision. Kindly note that your application fee will not be refunded if your visa has been refused. Alright guys, so that was all about the Australian study visa. For more immigration and travel tips, subscribe to this channel now. Do like this video if you like the content, and comment what topic you would like to hear about next. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe for regular updates on immigration, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well. I wish you the best of luck for your application and hope you have a great day.